Assalamu alaikum, dear learners. Welcome to my online class. You are new students of Bhawal Badrialam Government College, Gazipur. You are the students of honors first year English. I am going to give a class from the course Introduction to Poetry. At first I introduce myself. I am Mehrun Nisa, lecturer, Department of English, Bhawal Badrialam Government College, Gazipur. Dear learners, now I am going to start your class. It is Introduction to Poetry. From this course, I have selected a poem to discuss today. This is Sonnet 18, Shall I Compare Thee to a Summer's Day, by William Shakespeare. Have you heard the name of William Shakespeare? Of course you have heard the name William Shakespeare. He is a great and famous dramatist of English literature, and William Shakespeare is a great dramatist, and he is also a poet. He wrote 154 sonnet in English literature. This is Sonnet 18. The number of this sonnet is Sonnet 18 from his long sequence of 154 sonnets. At first, I will say something about William Shakespeare. Shakespeare was born in 1564 at Stratford-upon-Avon, and he died in 1616. In his lifetime, in 52 years, he wrote many drama and many poems, and for this reason he becomes a famous dramatist and poet of English literature. Let's start to the poem. From this book, I read this text and I will explain this poem line by line. Why shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate, and rough winds do shake the darling birds of May, and summer's lace hath all too short date. This poem is started with a rhetoric questions. From this question, he wants to compare. From this question, we come to know that he wants to compare his friend's beauty. He addresses here his friends, his beloved friend's beauty. Thee, here is a word. Thee means you. Here it is an ancient word, thee, thy, thou. This is the word for you, your, and yours. Thou, shall I compare thee to a summer's day? I want to compare you with a summer's day. Here is a questions, and then the poet says that thou art more lovely and more temperate. He explained that he doesn't want to compare his friend's beauty with the summer's day, because his friend's beauty is more lovely and more temperate. The meaning of temperate is the ability to remain unchanged in any indifferent temperature. Here it refers to moderate and unchangeable charm of the friend. And he compared his friend's beauty is unchangeable. His friend's beauty is permanent, he wants to say, because for this reason he doesn't want to compare his friend's beauty with summer's day. Rough winds do shake the darling birds of May, and the summer's lace hath all too short date. From this line, we can see that the poet criticizes the summer's day, the summer's declining nature of summer's days. It is very temporary. He wants to say rough winds do shake the darling birds of May. We see that in summer day there are stormy weather which can destroy anything. For this reason, he criticizes that rough winds do shake the darling birds of May. Bird means blooming before blooming flowers. The month of May bloom many beautiful flowers, but in summer these beautiful flowers are decline their beauty by these rough winds. The summers leaves hath all too short date. Summer, writer wants to say, summer is very temporary. The duration of summer is very short, but his friend's beauty is very long and eternal. For this reason, he doesn't want to compare his friend's beauty with summer's day. In next line, he also criticizes the summer's beauty. Sometimes too hot the eye of heaven shines, and is often his golden complexions dim. Sometimes too hot. Sometimes summer is too hot, and the eye of heaven. Eye of heaven means sun. Eye of heaven means sun. Sun shines very hot. Sun shines very hot. Eye of heaven. Eye of heaven means sun. The scorching heat of the summer is very scorching heat of sun makes one angry, and any others feeling very hot, and it is not moderate weather. It is scorching heat. And often is his complexion dimmed. Sometimes his complexions means his ray become dim, means in Bengali we can say mlan. His light, his ray, his sunshine become dim, and every fair from fair sometimes decline. In the nature subject of all subject of nature is subjected to change, and its beauty gradually decline. All beautiful things, whether commonly and very beautiful, loses beauty at a certain times. From we can say where we give I'm going to give an example. That beauty, flower is a symbol of beauty, but its duration, this duration of beauty is very short. If we see the blooming flowers in the morning, but in the evening or in the noon, we see the beauty is decreasing, and it is dying in the afternoon. For this reason, the beauty, the subject beauty is decreasing, and beauty is declined after certain times. And every fair from fair sometimes decline by chance or nature's changing course untrimmed. In this line we can say by chance or by choice or the regular course of nature. By the regular course of nature, every beautiful things loses its beauty. But thy eternal summer shall not fade. Here thy is a word. Thy means your. Thy means your. Thy beautiful flowers means your beautiful face, your eternal summer. তার যে চিরস্থায়ী রূপ সেটা কখনোই ফেড হবে না. He never shall not fade, nor lose possession of that fair thou owest, and nor shall death brag thou wanderest in his state. Even death cannot decline your beauty. Death cannot decline your beauty. From this poem, from these lines, we can see that the poet glorifies his friend's beauty. friend's beauty. He wants to glorify his beauty eternally. From his nor shall death break, when these eternal lines to time thou goest. Eternal lines, the eternal lines remain, still the earth remain, earth, the human being of this earth remain in this world. From this from the time of Shakespeare to time of the last day of the earth, this beauty remain unfaded, doesn't decline anything. So long as man can breathe or eyes can see, so long lives this, and this gives life to thee. From by this poem, poet gives eternality to his friend's beauty. But actually, we see that here the poet glorifies himself and glorifies his poetic genius. By the glorification of his friend's beauty, he actually glorifies his friend's beauty. This is the last line of this poem. And now I want to discuss the structure of this poem. This is a sonnet. This is a sonnet, and the sonnet contains 14 lines. First 18 lines is called octave, and next 6 line is called sestet. Here in this poem, shall I compare the to a summer's day, has 3 quatrains and 1 couplet. That is, 3 quatrains means 3 para contain 4 lines. 1 para with 4 lines is called 1 quatrain, and there is a 12 line with 3 quatrains, and another 2 line is called couplet. Couplet contains 2 lines. This is the structure of the poem, and the poet here, the poetic structure, give the poetic structure of A B E F G, sorry, C D C D E F and ZZ. This is the structure of the poem. By this structure, we can know this line is has a similarity of the end of this line, and this line is similar with this line. This line is similar with this line, and this line is similar with this line. Here is also this type of similarity. Here is this type of, and in every quatrain we see the similarity with the number 1. Line 1 is similar with the line 3, and line 2 is similar with line 4. This is the characteristics of quatrain. These from the poem, here we see the staged and unstaged accented of this poem. There is a sonnet is a musical poem. It has beat. It has musical beat. Being a sonnet, it is a lyric. It is a lyric. We can say it is a lyric. Lyric is basically musical composition. It is a lyric, and lyric has a musical composition. Sonnet, the music in it has been created by regular beats of unaccented and accented syllable. From this line, we can say, we can compare with this line. There is a, shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art is more Lovely and more temperate. Rough winds do shake the darling birds of May. Here we say that day and May is similar with one another, and the temperate and date is similar with one another. Dear learners, no more today, and I will discuss another poem in next class. And stay fine in your home. Allah Hafiz.